And speaking of yogurt and nut butters, if you have not tried that, ladies and gentlemen, holy macaroni and cheese! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Weliftbig. I am your host, Bria Gabor, personal trainer, video podcast personality, and award-winning performer. My mission is to educate, entertain, and enact a stronger, happier you. Because when we put in the work to achieve habits for lifelong health and self-love, we open ourselves to the amazing opportunities that come with a life well lived. New content coming out weekly, so I need you to get up, fasten your shoes, and lift big. Good morning, everybody. I think the time is about 8:30. And it is Saturday. We are at the weekend. And today I wanted to talk to you all about some of my favorite to-go snacks and quick meals, because I know for myself, work has really been picking up. I'm seeing lots of clients throughout the day. And sometimes I only have 10 minutes between clients, and that can go on for 6, 8, 10 hours even. It's been pretty crazy, but awesome. And I've had to become a master of super quick meals and just trying to space out my food properly, and so I don't become this consistent snacker throughout the entire day. I'm really fighting this. I think this is something that I developed when I was doing my bikini competition, as well as because I was so hungry all the time, I just wanted to eat all the time. And as I start to add food back into my diet, I'm noticing like, oh my gosh, I want to eat every hour. Like, when's my next meal? And I have to be very conscious of that and really just make sure that I am eating like a subnormal human, trying to get my 4 to 6 meals in a day is what I usually do. But the purpose of today's podcast is to talk about what some of my favorite snacks are in terms of how I get some protein and some good fats and carbs, and what kind of carbs, and just foods. We don't even have to break it down to macros, but just the kind of foods that I eat as snacks and as quick meals. Starting with the brand, I think, gosh, I should have looked this up. Shoot. I believe they're called Perfect Bars. I get mine at Rayleigh's, and they're these superfood bars that are so freaking delicious. And that's been one of my quick breakfast items, because if I have work at 6, I tend to wake up at 5 in the morning. I give myself about 35 minutes to get ready, and I've been really trying to hold myself accountable to this, because if I let myself, I will take an hour and a half to get ready in the morning, and I'm like, no, Bria, you just need 35 minutes, 40 minutes tops. But I'm really trying to just be more efficient with my time in the mornings, especially when I have work early. And then weekends are kind of when I can slack off and take as long as I need to do things. But anyways, so a Perfect Bar is my current go-to. They have superfood powder in them. They have all these delicious flavors: chocolate chip, peanut butter coconut. I mean, who doesn't want peanut butter coconut? Unless you don't like coconut, then I'm really sorry. I feel like you're missing out. I'm just kidding. And so I'll do that, and then to throw in some protein, I will have a cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, because I'm really just focusing on getting a little extra protein. The bars are already pretty high in fat and carbs, a decent amount of carbs to get your morning started, but sometimes they don't have as much protein, and so that's why I bring in the Greek yogurt. And it's just a really nice quick and go, grab and go, and I do feel pretty full from it. So that's a breakfast option. If you just really need something to grab and go. I used to eat a lot of Go macro bars, also a granola bar. They were the only bar I could eat for a long time because I had all these crazy food sensitivities. And they're made out of rice, This one had sunflower butter because I couldn't have actual nut butters. I could have seed butters though, and so sunflower was the way to go. And I would do that in yogurt, or that, that and a banana. Sometimes I'll throw a banana in there too. I'm a banana fiend. For those of you who are just meeting me, I'm probably going to bring up bananas a lot on my channel and in my program. I have a problem. I just really love bananas. Anyways, speaking of bananas, I think bananas are a great snack. Another go-to snack I've been doing too recently is bananas and almond butter. And I'll just take 1 tablespoon of almond butter. I'll throw that on a banana and I'll eat it. If I have time, guys, you put a little bit of salt on a banana. I know that sounds weird. My dad taught me this. You put a little bit of salt on a banana and you have almond butter, and holy macaroni and cheese. It is so good. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. It is very, very good, in my humble opinion. Since we're on the bar trend, I'm also a huge fan of the brand RX. They're called RX bars, and they're the bars that have like the 4 eggs, 16 peanuts, no BS. I love the fact that they don't have a whole lot of ingredients in them. Their macronutrients are pretty well balanced. You have a decent amount of fats, decent amount of protein, decent amount of carbohydrates, and they're just a really easy, quick and go. They can get a little bit warmer, so that's the only drawback to perfect bars, and I forget the other kind of, bulletproof bars. That's another granola bar that I love to go to. But certain bars, if you like stuff them in your purse and it's summertime, they're not always gonna survive. So I've done okay with perfect bars. Bulletproof bars can get a little bit more tricky if they melt. But RX bars and Go Macro bars seem to hold up pretty well in heat. And so if you're going about your day, those are always really good options. Let's see. I'm a huge fan of yogurt and Greek yogurt. I know I mentioned that for my breakfast. And speaking of yogurt and nut butters, if you have not tried that, ladies and gentlemen, holy macaroni and cheese! That is something you need to try. Or if you have a Trader Joe's that's near you, you should grab some cookie butter and put that in your non-fat plain Greek yogurt. It will change your life. Let me know if it changes your life. Message me. DM me. I am curious to know. So moving forward, let's see. Trails Mix. I think Trails Mix is a great snack. You want to get one that isn't... I'm a huge fan of keeping the sweetness of the Trails Mix to more of like dried berries, and so I'm a huge fan of dried cranberries, and so I get this Trails Mix at Trader Joe's that has walnuts, pecans, pumpkin seeds. I'm a huge fan of seeds. They tend to be a little more protein dense than your traditional nuts, and cranberries, and I think it's for me it really works. It's a really nice combination, and it keeps the fats up a little bit and has some good carbs as well. And so I'll do that. You could even throw that in yogurt, oh my gosh, yogurt and bananas are probably going to be a theme for a while in this podcast. But anyways, let's see, what else have we got? Jerky. In fact, okay, here I want to make sure I mention this today. If you are looking for a way to up the protein in your Trails Mix in particular, because I'm a huge fan of Trails Mix, but it has the higher fats, the higher carbs, but it doesn't always have as much protein. Nuts just aren't super protein dense. And then when I started adding turkey jerky to my Trails Mix, not only did it have that nice kind of savory, salty flavor and add that, but I know I'm getting my protein in. It's just super lean, turkey jerky, full of protein, keeps me full. And I've even done that for a meal. I've done like a serving of Trails Mix, a serving of turkey jerky, and like a bag of carrots. which brings me to my next tip for snacks. Mini packaged vegetables, or taking vegetables such as like celery, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, snap peas, even radish, like himika. I was about to call it Jimica. Spelled like Jimica, but it's himika. And getting those to-go foods that you can literally just throw into a bag and take with you is huge. They will fill you up. It is so hard to overeat vegetables. And that's a theme for just eating overall. When you're eating whole foods in general, it's way harder to overeat if overeating is a thing for you. You can eat a dozen cookies and like 2 cups of carrots, and you're not going to be able to overeat carrots. You're not going to be able to overeat kale or celery or any of that. They're going to fill you up before you go into a caloric surplus. And so I'm a huge fan of bagging up some vegetables and taking them with me, or keeping them in the gym, since I'm in the gym all day. And it serves as a brilliant snack. And you can use hummus in that. You can use peanut butter or nut butters. I've even seen like little containers of like avocado if you're more of like a guacamole person. I don't know what vegetables you'd eat with guacamole, but I'm sure it's out there. And let's see. That's actually all I can think of at the very moment. If I can, I'll continue to add some as we go. I'll probably make a part 2 of this. But yeah, I told you guys my favorite bars: trails mix, jerky, packaged veggies, trails mix, yogurt. I probably mentioned some of those more than once. Nut butters. Really good to grab and go stuff for breakfast and for snacks, because I know, and even for lunch, or when you're just going about your day. That and a whole bunch of water, and you will be set for success. You will not overeat yourself, and you will not undereat yourself. You're welcome, fam. I hope you have a beautiful day. Rock on. If you're working those long hours on a Saturday like me, actually, I just have a couple hours in the morning right now, but if you're going grocery shopping, so see, that's why this is a good podcast now, because now you can go grocery shopping and know exactly what you want to buy. You're welcome. Set up for success. Set yourself up for success this week. Get your snacks in. And team, I love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll catch up with you on Monday for another Monday Motivation. Let's go. Peace.